Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha Hammonds. I am a realtor here in the Central Texas area. And if you like real estate content from a Christian perspective, please consider subscribing. But let's go ahead and jump right into this video first. Okay, I just sat back down to play that video back and I noticed you could hear a lot of that noise, like the microphone rubbing. I think it's because I had my hair rubbing against it. So sorry, hopefully you can ignore that in the whole video. Just wanted to pop in real quick and say sorry. Anyway, on to the video. First and foremost, I'm filming downstairs today, which is not usual. So you may hear my dogs running around, they may bark. So if any of that happens, I apologize. I want to try to get this video out pretty quickly. And it is 7 client touch points. So these are touch points that I take with my clients starting right before closing all the way to after closing to stay in touch. It is so important if you ever want to build a business of repeat and referral business to stay top of mind with your clients. If you think that they're going to remember you in 3 years and their friend or their mother, sister, brother, whoever is looking to sell or buy a house, or maybe when they're ready to sell again, if you think they're going to remember you and you've never kept in touch, you're wrong. I have worked with many clients who they never went back to their realtor because they didn't remember who their realtor was that sold them the house. So keep that in mind. It's important to stay in touch. See, there goes my dog. Okay, so number 1 is before closing. So right before closing, actually throughout the entire closing and the entire transaction, I have email templates that I'm sending throughout the transaction. But right before closing specifically, I am sending an email that has closing instructions, and I'm asking for a review in that email. That's important. Making sure you're asking for a review during the transaction so that it's top of mind. If you wait till after, they'll probably be busy and overwhelmed and they might not get to it. So asking for a review with the closing instructions. Again, these are my email templates you can get with my new agent survival guide. You can see all that information down below. At closing, I am getting a photo of they're holding my giant key and I'm giving them a gift. I try to make it as personalized as possible. I actually have a questionnaire that I have to go through and they answer, what's your favorite food? What kind of things do you like? What's your decorating style? Just different things so that I can get a good idea of who they are and get them things that they actually like, not only at closing, but after closing. So that's that one. I don't go to closing, by the way. I do not attend closings. I've only attended very few. Sometimes I will, but for the most part, I don't. But I do make sure that I am very thorough before closing at reviewing the closing statement. I'm making sure everyone is on the same page. And I'm making sure they know, hey, I'm a phone call away if you need me. But I do meet them either right before or right after at the house, whether they're buying or selling. That is what I like to do, to get that photo, give them their gift, and celebrate with them. Because it needs to be a big deal. They need to know that this is special, whether they're buying or selling. Okay, once funded. So as soon as they close and we have funded, I am going to send another thank you email. So sometimes this is the same day of closing, sometimes it's the next day. And I'm in that thank you email, I'm also asking for a review again, just in case they haven't done it already. But just thanking them again, letting them know how grateful I am to being able to help them and letting them know that I'm still going to be in touch and you can't get rid of me that easy. If they are a seller and they're moving away, I make sure to get their new address. That's pretty important. And I also am going to add them to my email list. So they're going to get on my Flow Desk email list. So they get my weekly emails, which I don't send weekly like I should. But theoretically, they get my weekly emails, just again, to keep my name and face in mind. 1 year after their sale or their purchase. So their 1 year anniversary. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I skipped one. 3 months after closing. So about 3 months after closing, I like to set a reminder to call or text them and just see how they're doing. A really quick casual text or video message just to check in and see how they're doing. That's 3 months after closing. 1 year, like I was saying, their anniversary date of their sale or their purchase. I am sending them a card that has a picture of their closing photo on it. I use send out cards to do this. And I am putting a 2-pack of brownies or maybe a $5 coffee gift card or something in that package as well. Again, I do all that through send out cards. On Thanksgiving, I am sending them a video, a custom, not necessarily custom. I create one video and I send it to each person individually. Just telling them, how grateful that you are for them. It's Thanksgiving. So you're telling them thank you for them allowing you to be their realtor, whether they've sent you referrals or not. You're just saying thank you and how grateful you are. And yeah, that's Thanksgiving. And then Christmas. All my clients that I want referrals from or to work with again in the future, I will send a Christmas card with an ornament for that year. I like to try to send it the beginning of December, or sometimes even right before Thanksgiving is a good time to send it. Again, just a Christmas card, nothing super fancy. So far I've just done Christmas cards that, like, you can buy a box of 50 Christmas cards or 100, whatever, however many you need. And again, I'm only doing this for clients that I want to work with again, that I enjoyed the experience with, or that I want referrals from. Let's face it, we know as agents, there are some transactions, and I have very, very, very few of these, but there are some that just don't go well. And you don't have to keep those people in your database. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So that's it. That's my 7 client touch points. Those are the points that I'm making sure to hit on before closing, right after closing, and into the future after closing. And for the Thanksgiving and the Christmas one, by the way, I do that every single year for the client. So it's not just the first Thanksgiving or the first Christmas after closing with them. It's in perpetuity. It's forever, until they get sick of me or I remove them from my database, whatever. But for the most part, it's forever, because I am truly grateful for every client that I've ever had. And I do want them to be celebrated and to know how thankful I am at Christmas and Thanksgiving. So that's it. I hope this video helped you in some way. I would try to keep it quick and sweet for you. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I would love to hear in the comments, what are some ways that you keep up with your clients? Do you do client events? Do you do pop buys? What do you do? I would love to hear your thoughts and what you do. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.